Guys, Macklemore came out with a new album. I don't know about you, but I like a good live performance. When I can't see a live performance, I go to YouTube, because you can see all sorts of live performances on YouTube. So I watched Macklemore and Kesha sing their new song, The Good Old Days, on Ellen. It was absolutely beautiful. Not just the song, but the collaboration. They looked happy. Also, like most people, I went to the comments section. It was full of, what happened to Kesha? She looks gross. She's so fat. I was actually just blown away. Here's why. In 2014, Kesha filed a lawsuit against her producer for rape, physical and emotional abuse, and he wouldn't let her leave her contract, essentially forcing her to be around this person who was abusing and raping her, and not a good situation. Now, during all this time of bullying and whatever else, she developed an eating disorder. She was incredibly sick. She was starving herself. She said she didn't know how to eat, and her doctor said they didn't understand how she could come in to get help and not have already had a stroke in the situation she was already in. Now, here's a big problem with eating disorders. While all of this is going on and she's in this horrible spot, not eating, not being healthy, and all this stuff, you got people saying, man, you look so skinny. How do you do it? You look great. And things like this are only adding to the problem, and that's a huge problem with eating disorders. Now, the really good news is Kesha got help. She's recording music for the first time since 2014. She's done a ton of therapy. She went to rehab for her eating disorder and emotional and physical abuse, and all of this bettered her mental state and allowed her to get help and be helped. And finally, once again, she's making music. Not for producers or anybody else, but for herself. Now, while all of this crap was going on in her head, she was going through this hurricane of emotional, mental crap, and just being sick and getting worse and worse and worse. There's comments like, she looks fat. She lost it. And this is all after she's gotten healthy and better, and people are still knocking her down. Maybe you saw a picture of her right off the bat and you thought the same types of things. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you knew her story. Maybe you didn't. There was lots of maybes. What we do know, and we can obviously assume, well, she said it, but these comments didn't help her in any way, shape, or form. They made everything worse. What I'm really proud about and excited about is for every negative comment, there were comments under that comment telling this story of Kesha and how it's actually the story I told you. She got help. She had an eating disorder, all this stuff. And since she's gotten out of rehab, she's been very vocal about eating disorders and mental health. And I stress this in vlogs. I stress this in every single video I make on this channel, that talking about it is so important. Because without her sharing her story, you just have people who didn't know it and continue to judge her, instead of people being advocates for her and mental health. I can't figure out how to end this video. I've been trying for about an hour or so. But I just want to applaud Kesha, and I want to applaud everybody, even in those comment sections, standing up for her and standing up for mental health and eating disorders, and that it's not fucking cool to act like that and treat people that way. You don't know their story. And I like to think that if people know what they're going through, I believe people are genuinely good. And if people are suffering and hurting and you know why, they're less likely to cause more suffering and pain. Guys, like I always say, there are many ways to get help. And depression makes you feel like there aren't any, and mental health makes you feel stuck, and I can guarantee there are ways. And if you can't think of any, contact me and I will help you find a way through it. I promise you I will do my best. With that being said, life is meant to be experienced and curiosity will get you there. I will see you guys maybe next week. I'm going to Colorado. I don't know if I'll have time to make a video, so if you could just give me 1 week of wiggle room, that would be great. See you guys later.